Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the Gacha channel. Today I just want to make a Honkai Star Rail video, giving like an update on my thoughts on the game. I just hit TL60, which is a big milestone of course, and this also marks, what, 4 or 5? What, like 5 weeks? 6 weeks into the game? So I'm just going to be giving basically my sort of endgame, or close to endgame thoughts on what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, and just how I'm envisioning the future of my playing this game. So yeah, I hit TL60, right? Basically the big milestone where you unlock a lot of the, like, very endgame stuff, and of course you get the better drops, double legendary, stuff like that. So far, in the month plus since I started playing the game, I mean, you know, I spent a ton of time in the early game, just running around, doing missions, completing things, right? Rushing TL levels and stuff like that. Now, you know, after, of course, you hit a certain point, you're out of story missions, and you've done all the side missions, and you're out of all missions, right? Around TL40 something. I mean, at that point, it's like, okay, get to TL50. And from TL50 to 60, it's just like a very slow grind, right? Unless you refresh a lot, of course. But if you don't refresh, and you're like free-to-play friendly, or, you know, generally for free-to-play or low spending, it's like, yeah, you know, you'll just not spend a lot of time on this game. You'll log in, and you'll do your dailies, so 5 minutes. You'll do some runs, maybe 10 minutes max. So within 15 minutes, easily, you've spent all your stamina for the day, and just basically finish everything you need to do for the day in the game. And then you're just gonna continue on, and just play something else or do something else, right? And you repeat the process the next day. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, I like games that don't sort of force you to spend a lot of time in it, but when you sort of finish all the content, of course we did get this new update just now with Silver Wolf and some new missions and some new side stories and stuff like that, so that's cool. But outside the updates that come, like, what, every 3 weeks, or what the schedule is, you really don't have anything to do except just, you know, doing your daily missions and your stamina spending, and just getting the materials for upgrading units. I mean, upgrading units as well, you know, can take a lot of time. When just leveling from 70 to 80 takes a ton of, you know, EXP mats. Same with leveling cones, and of course traces being a horrible grind. It's just very, you know, I mean, it's engaging to an extent. I mean, of course, if you played Genshin, as I did in the beginning before I quit, it's like, yeah, you know, like, it's fun enough to sort of just go around, you build your characters slowly but surely, and you just sort of enjoy that sort of slow end game grind of getting new gear, getting characters up, getting traces up, and just going through that entire thing. I mean, that to me is like, sure, cool. I mean, sure, that's cool, right? That's cool. But it doesn't really have any sort of engaging end game content right now, you know? It's probably gonna be similar to Genshin, where you just log in, do your dailies, and then you try to clear the abyss, or like the chaos hole, every other week, and do your simulated universe. And then that's basically all you do content-wise, week to week. And again, there's nothing wrong with that inherently. It's just that for a game of this size, you kind of want it to be some more content in a way. But for me personally, as I do quite enjoy just being able to jump in and out very quickly every day, I do appreciate the daily grind being as simple as it currently is. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be continuing to play this game for the foreseeable future. You know, I mean, I consider these games basically as hero collectors, or character collectors, like waifu collectors, right? I play them mainly just for getting new characters, and then building up the new characters, and seeing just how good I can make the characters. I don't really care about the story, I don't really care about a lot of the mechanics and stuff like that. I mean, sure, I mean, a lot of the story might be good in this game, and of course, like, the animations and stuff like that can all be good and nice, but I mean, HoYo generally does a really good job at making likable characters, and characters you can attach yourself to. And that's also another reason why I'm probably going to be enjoying this game for the foreseeable future, for the long term. It's just that, you know, again, it's easy maintenance, so you never feel like you're behind, even if you don't have a lot of time every day to play gachas, or games in general. But it's also just like, you can get characters, build new characters, and let's be done with that. And, you know, that's a good thing. I mean, of course, like, I have a lot of gripes of the game as well. I do still absolutely despise the relic system, or the artifact system, which is the same as in Genshin, largely. I hate just randomly rolling substats, hoping that you get the right substats, hoping you get the right level up in the right substat and the main stat. It's like, I really don't like gear grinding. I mean, I get that gear grinding is like sort of the only mechanic a lot of games have for endgame, and they don't really know what to do if you can't just spend all your stamina and stuff a day on gear grinding. But I mean, there must be a better way of making endgame content that isn't just like, okay, click the dungeon, go in, get gear, oh it's shit, let's do it again. I mean, there must be some other way to make more engaging endgame content that builds on units instead of just like, I mean, some days, right? You can go like 3, 4, 5 days. I mean, I've gone like a week before, I think, so far already, with like no good gear, grinding gear every day. It's like, well, I got nothing. So this week I've basically just progressed nothing on my account because I've got nothing that really substantially upgraded anything. So those sort of things I really do despise still. But as a whole, the game is good. You know, as a whole, the developers with HoYo and all, they're doing a fine job in general progressing the game. And I'm sure with like, you know, a year down the line, we are going to have like a lot more updates, a lot more content, maybe even like more things to do day to day, just generally more content, both on the one-offs and the long term. But yeah, I mean, I do like the game, I do. I'm just going to be continuing to play this game, getting characters, leveling them up, and enjoying the experience that is Honkai Star Rail. I'm not going to be quitting this as I did Genshin after like 3 months, because Genshin is like open world, stuff like that, and I don't like too much open world wise in gachas. So this is like way more down my alley. Specifically, of course, it has auto combat as well, which I think is great. So yeah. Right now, you know, I just got my Jingon to 80, so going to be trying to build them up with traces and all, which will take a long time. But yeah, it's been a good ride so far, and I hope the good ride will continue in Honkai Star Rail, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll also get Silver Wolf before the banner ends, because she is the gamer waifu I do want a lot at this point. But yeah, that's gonna be like my general, just simple thoughts on Honkai Star Rail so far after hitting level 60 and playing the game since launch. Please let me know your own thoughts below if you have any specific thoughts about the game, what you do like, what you don't like, or any other thoughts you may have. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good business, and I will see you all in the next gacha video. Bye bye.